should take it slow.
Alright. I've been having a little too much fun on my VR. Gotta have to turn that off. So, put that there. Let's talk a little bit about the new Doomsday trailer. We got a little taste of Steve Rogers back in his classic uniform. Now, I'm going to do a little short connect to this because it's going to be connected to my new film series that I'm working on. And the short might be released a little bit after the video. Like, you'll see why it's connected to this later on in footage. But I am very hyped just from this Doomsday footage. I know I think I might have talked about it a little bit earlier in my channel, but I wanted to bring it up again. I think this needed to be dealt with. I felt like Steve Rogers got away completely. I was like, how is he the only character? Even Deadpool got picked on for his time travel events. How is he the only character getting away with time travel, like perfectly clean? TVA said, F it, that's part of the sacred timeline. I'm so glad they didn't say, they could have wrote it off like that. Oh, well, he was actually meant to meet her. But I thought that was off. I'm like, well, that would make him seem like a pawn then in the whole situation, when I think Steve really broke reality. I don't think he was ever supposed to see her again. But he just kind of said, F you guys. But that created now a branch. So yes, our original Steve came back and gave the guy the shield, but there is another Steve now that is branched out in this branched timeline now that the TVA can interfere with. Let's say, bro, you've broken the timeline too much. So now Steve Rogers is the center of attention in the Marvel Cinematic Universe once again. So now we got Robert Downey versus Steve Rogers. Dr. Doom's going to want to kill Steve because Steve created the branch. And, you know, Steve ain't going to put up with Robert Downey. He never does. So it's going to be another, you know, whole nother franchise beginning. I am fully hyped for it. I'm fully ready to see what they do. I still don't understand Robert Downey as Dr. Doom. It really bothers me. Like, was there a comic where, I know they said there was comics where it happened, but like, come on, for me it ruined Iron Man, because now Iron Man just seems so, was he only Iron Man because King the Conqueror made him Iron Man? Is that why he kept his, I thought he was keeping it in like honor, but I think he kept that there because Iron Man was like his big pawn tool. And I just feel like I don't like how they made Kang the reason Iron Man exists, when it was a huge story of redemption for Stark. And now it's basically saying, no, he's Dr. Doom all along. I feel like it's kind of pooping on that. You guys can absorb it however you will, but that's just my personal, humble opinion on it. I really don't like that Doom is Stark. I really hope they read him as different. They just look the same. It's not set in stone yet. I haven't seen the movie. And if I did, I couldn't tell you. You know, it's that kind of situation. Anyway, all I gotta say is I'm curious to see what they do with it. I'm glad Steve's back. I'm glad we got Steve with the Russo brothers. Have we ever seen them go wrong with a movie when we have Steve, Robert Downey, and the Russo? Like, it's gonna be a good movie. I'm sure there's gonna be great action scenes. One thing we can't take away from them, they know how to make some good combat scenes. I guarantee there's gonna be show-stopping moments that are gonna make up for a weak story, even if the story's weak. Like, if it was Joss Whedon directing this, I'd be concerned, but we got the Russo brothers. I'm not going to poop on them until they've given me a bad movie where I'm like, oh yeah, it was terrible. I'd say one of their worst movies was Endgame. And I know that's crazy, but it's like, Infinity War was 100%, that was the best one. Like, that was the, Infinity War was the best Avengers ever made. Combat, everything. Thor's entrance, top notch. Great. Alright, but that's all I really have to say about this. It's just a really quick video. Let me guys know what you guys think. What do you think the Doctor Doom saga is going to be like? Write it in the comments below, let me know. Till then, you know, you can puck off or something. Puck, P-U-K. Get used to it.
The show has been canceled. They canceled us. They canceled us.
No, we are not canceled. We will not be. Quiet has spoken.
Quiet has spoken. I must kill her now. Prepare to meet your doomsday. Unhand that poor woman, Mr. Strange. I hate to say it, but Stark is right on this one. This is becoming a great series.